Let's talk about how, speaking of dumb, how dumb Donald Trump is. So Donald Trump is running a base election. That's probably not. I don't know what his different options are, but he certainly feels comfortable with that. Maybe that'll work. Maybe he will win again in a similar fashion. But here he is with Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan, this blowhard, went back to Britain. I guess he got a job there. And this is probably the last time he'll interview Donald Trump. He probably knows it.
Aw.
Yeah. And so why not? Here he is. He goes all in, presses Donald Trump on climate change, and Donald Trump handles it with aplomb.
About climate change.
What he really wants and what he really feels warmly about is the future.
Pause it for 1 second. Let's go back. Who's he talking about? He's talking about
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
His conversation
Right.
with Prince Charles.
Yeah, it's his conversation with Prince Charles. Prince Charles feels warmly about the environment, just so you know. Good.
He wants to make sure future generations have climate that is good climate as opposed to a disaster. And I agree. I did mention a couple of things. I did say, well, the United States right now has among the cleanest climates there are based on all statistics, and it's even getting better because I agree with that. I want the best water, the cleanest water, crystal clean, has to be crystal
what
clean.
People want, if you don't mind me saying, Mr. Brother, what people want to hear from you about climate change is that you basically understand that almost every scientist that looks into this believes climate change is a very real and present danger. And if we don't tackle it now, and America has to lead the way along with China and India, then we're going to be in serious trouble. Do you accept that?
Well, you know, you just said it. China, India, Russia, many other nations, they have not very good air, not very good water in the sense of pollution and cleanliness. If you go to certain cities, I'm not going to name cities, but I can. If you go to certain cities, you can't even breathe. And now that air is going up. So if we have a clean, in terms of a planet, we're talking about a very small, very small distance between China and the U.S. or other countries.
Sure, I think there's mutual responsibility.
No, but there is, but they don't do the responsibility.
But do you personally believe in climate change?
I believe that there's a change in weather, and I think it changes both ways. Don't forget, it used to be called global warming. That wasn't working. Then it was called climate change. Now it's actually called extreme weather. Because with extreme weather, you can't miss. Look, we have a...
Well, it's just unbelievable.
Extreme weather.
I know we shouldn't worry at all about climate change because of Yemen, because of Donald Trump's bombing in Yemen. I don't know how we work that. But the bottom line is that, this is clearly a guy that, this is what we're stuck with. And the rest of the world sees this, and rightfully, I think, says there's something really problematic about that country, that they would elect this lunatic.
What, you don't want crystal clean water?
I do. I want crystal clean water. Crystal clean. Crystal clean.
Hashtag me too.
There you go. I mean, I don't know what you say about that. This is a guy who's just like adamant about not acknowledging climate change because he's I don't know what he believes, but it's either just he's regurgitating what he's heard on right-wing talk radio, or he just knows I can't acknowledge it.
Well, he's actually making another nationalist argument in a way. I mean, we all know the old talking point that they always use about if it's, if China and India, blah, blah, blah. But the way he's like specifically juxtaposing, like, we're good. We're clean.
Right.
Crystal clean.
We've done our job.
So that doesn't, we've done our job. And then all the other subtexts.
Everyone says we have the best climates.
Calling from a 3.